Hi everyone, just want to jump on and give you a bit of late news. I've just joined late in the day on Saturday that potentially Souza could be moving out to Wolfsburg sometimes next week when the transfer window opens. I think the offer on the table has been around 13 to 15 million pound. That is pretty much firmed up. He's travelling out next week to discuss terms and everything with them. So that's a bit of late news that I've just been given today. So we might be losing Vinny next week. It's not officially been happened yet, but it is strong rumour that he's potentially going out next week. I've not heard anything else on Anel or Gus Hamer. I think that's still fairly quiet on that front, but we'll still wait and see. But I'm sure we'll get a big profit on Vinny if he happens to go next week. So that's a little bit of news, that breaking news that could be happening sometime next week. They are looking at Tyler Bindon from Nottingham Forest. Tyler is one of Ruben Seller's players that he worked with when he was down at Reading, and then he got a transfer to Nottingham Forest, and then he returned back to Reading to on loan and end up their player of the year. So who is he? Tyler is from a youth setup in Los Angeles, and he came over. He went and played for Reading. He's 6'3". He's aged 20 years old. He can play centre back. He can play right back. He didn't make any first team appearances for Nottingham Forest, but he did play 16 games on loan when he went back to Reading. So and I think he played about 40 games for Reading as well in total. So he's had a good spell. He's learnt a lot apparently under Ruben Sellers, and I know I think Ruben's quite keen to get him back. It'll definitely be a loan deal if he does come to Sheffield United, but whether that gets firmed up a little bit more and they do sign him, we should know in the next few days or week or so. So he can play centre back, he can play right back as well. The other player that we are interested in, you've probably seen that again, another one from the AI module, the Mikhail Polendakov. I can't Polendakov. That's how you pronounce it. Polendakov. All these foreign names, I'm going to have to be learning new languages by time we've all done. We sign all these new players that are coming in from Bulgaria. But Mikhail is 18 years old. He plays for from Sofia in Bulgaria. 5'10". Again, a defender and also a right back. His current team is September Sofia. He's played 40 times for their first team, 22 times for their reserves. He's played 5 times for Bulgaria under 16s, 14 times for under 17s, and 5 times for the under 19. So he has a guy who is obviously from the AI module. I'm sure there's other factors hopefully being involved with that if he decides to come. He'll join the other Bulgarians who've come in, Christian Nawachakaku and Ejai Nakaki. He come and joined us as well over the past. That can make it 3 recent signings using the AI module along with the other 2 that we signed last season. So those 2 have been firmed up a little bit. I guess one or both will be coming in soon. There are other names out there which have not been firmed up to me yet. You've probably seen them out in the press, but I wouldn't. I've always said I won't couldn't put anything on here really, unless it was sort of firmed up a little bit and signed or almost signed for Blades. So that's generally an update at the minute. I think there's lots. I mean, players report back on 1st of July. And like I said before, on I think it's the 5th or 6th of July, they're going out to Girona. So where Ruben Selles will get to meet the squad for the first time and talk about his what he wants from the squad. I know they're looking at a couple more players to firm up the squad. I think a lot depends on what's happening now with when things start firming up after 1st of July, when the transfer window opens up and that. So we've got to try and hang on to Hamer. I know PSV have been sniffing around a little bit, but some of it it's all going to be a lot of paper talk, a lot of nonsense. You'll see them reading papers, some half truths. 95% on it is not true. Obviously, a lot of the stuff which the targets that Chris had, they're not necessarily going to come now. I did mention Jimmy Dunn. He's gone. He's not coming now. He's gone to back to staying at QPR. So that's up to him to decide on that. It's his future. So if he thinks he's better off at QPR, then so be it. So people like to stay with clubs if they're happy anyway, and unless they get an offer they can't refuse. And that's same for all players. A lot of players. I mean, I'm not hearing anything about Ryan Brewster at the minute. I think it's, unless he has a change at heart, I think he'll probably go. And we are in market for another striker anyway. So that'll be whoever that'll be. There's lots of names out there. You've seen them anyway. So I wouldn't overthink things at the minute. There's lots of moving parts going off in the background. A lot of the groundwork's been done for players who could be coming in. As always, it's all about the money. You know, I mean, I know if they're good, they've got to want to come as well. It's got to be the best deal for the player and the agents and all the rest of it. So that's about it for now. I don't think, unless anything else comes up in the next day or two, as we're getting towards the end of the month now, aren't we? So next week, one or two little things might come in. I know players aren't in any rush. I can tell you they're not in desperate rush to sign players. You get your best deals towards end the transfer window as well. It's just a matter of when can we hang on to our better players. I've not heard nothing about Anel or Hamer other than what we've all already know about. So let's all try and stay positive and hit the ground running. I'm quite happy with Bristol City at home on the first game of the season. That could tell us a lot, as we will in the pre-season games, on the fitness games at York and Rotherham and Chesterfield. We'll get an idea how he wants to play anyway, or Ruben wants to play anyway. So hopefully we'll get to a couple of those games and we'll just see what the pattern is and what the tactics are and the formation that he likes to play. And I'm sure Ruben will want to instill into his players that, you know, having the right attitude and the high standards that he wants to bring into the football club. And hopefully we'll hit the ground running in the first game of the season against Bristol City. So that's it for now. If I hear any more updates, confirm things up a little bit, I'll let you know. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. As always, keep the channel moving forward, and I'll speak to you soon when I get some more information. Go the Blades.